I got a good one for you guys today. Should you focus on one thing or should you focus on many things when it comes to your music career? Let's talk about it.
You know that we coming liars. I'ma keep praying to Gaia. Tell those little niggas stop it. Tell my mama that I got this. You know that we coming liars.
What's going on? It's Pimp Fried Rice. Welcome to the music. Oh my goodness. Oof. Let's redo that intro. What's going on? It's Pimp Fried Rice. Welcome to the Music into Millions podcast, the show where we give rappers the tools and resources needed to be independent and... Wow, I am not doing good on this intro. Welcome to the Music into Millions podcast, where we give independent rappers the tools and resources needed to be successful without waiting on a record label. I don't know why that was so difficult today. So basically, this was brought up to me by one of the guys in my Discord group, the Music into Millions Discord, which if you stick around to the end of the video, I will tell you how you can be involved in that and be surrounded by a bunch of other independent rappers like yourself that are just trying to see each other grow and succeed and really just help each other get to the next level faster. So before I answer that question for you, you need to establish what your goals are. Should you focus on one thing? Should you focus on many things? What's the best route to take? You're not gonna know until you figure out what your end goals are, because I can't properly answer that question for you. All I'm gonna do is give you information and then you have to answer that question for yourself. So first off, you need to establish your goals. Like, what do you want to happen with your music career? Are you trying to be the best rapper in the world? Are you trying to be the best rapper who also has a merchandise brand and become like more of a influencer? Are you trying to be the best, I don't know, guitar player? Are you trying to be the best on tour, like stage presence? It all comes down to what you want to represent and what you want to be with your music career to see what you need to focus on. So the first thing you need to do is really just establish your goals so that way you have a clear picture of what you want to work towards. And I've talked about that topic in plenty of other videos, so I'm not going to go into it on this one. I'll leave one in the description below, that way you guys can check that out if you want to. So the first thing I want to say is, if you are doing a lot of things in your music career, so I'll give you the example that he gave me just in case this is still a little bit unclear. He is a rapper who is also, he's Hispanic in his heritage and everything like that, so he grew up with a lot of Spanish culture. He listens to bachata music and I think he said merengue and like Latin music and all this other stuff like that, and it ultimately has affected his view on music and the type of music he wants to make, but he also is a rapper. And so because of his Spanish influence, he started to pick up guitar and he started to sing and do some things like that. But then, like I said, he also is a rapper, so he wants to be a lyricist. He wants to just make hits as a rapper. And so he was asking me, he's like, how can I go and chase both? Should I chase one and like really get good at that and then go focus on the other one? Should I do them both at the same time? Like, what should I do? How should I approach this? And I was like, you know what? That's a really good question. I want to cover this in a video because I feel like there are plenty of other people out there who struggle with this same thought process. Like, I want to do so much, I don't know how or when to go about the process. So the first thing I want to say is the more things you do, the less focused you are on each one. So if you have 5 different things that you're doing, you can only really divert maybe 20% of your attention to each one. You may be able to give it like 80% of your attention when you're actually doing it, but because you have so much going on, there's always going to be thoughts going on in the back of your brain about this one, and about this one, and this one, and that one. So you'll never be able to give it 100% of your focus and dedication. So the more things you have, the more thin you're going to stretch yourself, and the more stressed you're going to be. Which, if you're the type of person that can handle that stress, that's perfectly fine. Some people like to incrementally move things together, and I'll talk more about that. But I just wanted to lay that out in the beginning, is the more things you have to do, the less focused you are on each individual one. So if you want to become the best rapper in the world, you shouldn't be also looking at like, oh, well, how do I promote my music on Spotify? Or how do I, go book a tour? You should be focused on, how do I write the best lyrics? How do I make the best song? How do I come up with wordplay? How do I, all these different things that are going to move the needle on your rapping, not on these things that are, they're still involved, they're still in that world, but it's not your main goal. So you just need to realize by establishing your goals, like, okay, am I trying to be the best at this and I want that to happen first, or do I just want to kind of move myself progressively altogether? And so like with me personally, I actually am the type of person that I'm kind of moving the needle on everything all at once. Is that the best way to go about it? I don't know. Is it how I'm doing it? Yes. Is it working for me? Yes, it is. And the way that I do it personally is, like I'm learning guitar, so I'll take 30 minutes out of every single day and I practice guitar. And that kind of goes back to what I talked about on Monday's episode about doing little incremental things that's going to affect your future. That is going to essentially make me a better guitar player in the future, but because I'm only focusing a half hour of my attention to it a day, I'm not going to be an insane guitar player in a year or two. It's going to be 5-7 years before I'm really like tearing shit up, shredding down the guitar. Same with like my production and stuff like that. Because I'm focused on it only this percentage of the day, I'm going to be getting better every single time I produce, and I'm getting closer to where I want to go. But if I just focused on my production, I would be so much further along. Like I'd be studying what to do, how to make beats, why this works, why this doesn't work. But I can't focus all my attention on that because then my business will never grow. So then I got to focus on my business over here, and then it's like, okay, well, how do I network and how do I market? So then I'm trying to learn these things, and what I do is I take time out of each day and I touch each of the things that I want to work on. And now, is that making me ultimately amazing in one really quickly? No. Does that mean I'm not going to be amazing in one of them? No, I still have the potential to be amazing in every one of these. I can still be an amazing producer. I can be an amazing guitar player. I can be an amazing businessman. All these things are happening. It's just moving a little bit slower because I'm choosing to push them all at the same time. So if you instead use all your strength and all your focus to just push one, then you're actually going to be able to move that one faster. And there are some people that do this, and that's awesome for them. That's perfectly fine. Some people are like, I want to get so good at guitar that I'm going to practice guitar every single day for 5 hours. And all they do for every single day for 5 hours is just work on songs, work on scales, work on riffs, play guitar, tune the guitar, feel the guitar, clean the guitar. Like literally it's like that one episode of SpongeBob where he's like, be the marble, lick the marble, date the marble. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be the marble. But basically, I don't even remember where I was going with that anymore. But yeah, ultimately you just need to think, okay, do I want to get good at one thing first, or do I want to move everything together? And now personally, I'm going to give you guys my opinion here. This is not a fact. I think that it's better to move everything along at once, just because that way instead of it's almost like if you go to the gym and you go to the gym every single day, but all you do is your right arm, you're just doing like bicep curls and maybe like, tricep stuff and stuff for just this arm though, that's going to be really cool, and you're going to have a jacked arm. Like this might look like a tree trunk when I hold it out, but then like this arm over here is going to be like skinny and frail, and it's going to just be hanging over here, and like my legs are still going to be super skinny, so like I might not even be able to hold the weight of like this arm over here, so I'm just going to be like this disproportionate looking gorilla guy thing, tree. Basically, like by moving the needle on each one of these, I might not be getting there in hyper speed like I'm on the Millennium Falcon, but at least I'm getting closer all across the board. So I'm getting this arm to be a little bit bigger. I'm getting this arm to be a little bit bigger. I'm working out my titties, so I got some nice pecs now. I'm growing my calves and my legs and my thighs, so that way instead of looking like Toothpick Man that got swolled up over here like when SpongeBob went... Wow, we got a lot of SpongeBob references in this episode today. But yeah, you want to be good across the board. Now that's just my personal opinion. That is not a fact. That is not a proven thing. Do what works best for you. All I wanted to do was provide the information. I wanted to discuss the topic because, like I said, it was a really great topic brought up to me by one of the guys in the Discord. Which, by the way, if you guys want to join the Discord, you can either go on Discord and search for the Music Into Millions Discord and then request to join, or hit the link down below in the description box and you'll be instantly teleported to a group of independent rappers who also want to succeed just like you. There's a lot of positivity, a lot of motivation, a lot of awesome artists in there just sharing thoughts and things to grow. With that being said, make sure you guys like this video. Make sure you leave a comment. What is your perspective on this? Are you the type of person who's going to work on one thing until you got that whole left arm jacked? Or are you going to be the type of person who's working on your entire body to just move everything closer to your goal? No, neither one is right or wrong. I just want to know your opinion. I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know down below. Make sure you subscribe. Hit the notification bell. That way you know whenever we upload videos, so you can catch all these really bad intros and SpongeBob references. Other than that, have a great rest of your day. See you on Friday. Peace.
Ice and wine.